Welcome to our American Stories Travel webinar today. We are here to talk about USA 250, turning America's story into unforgettable journeys for your clients. We have two presenters today, but I'd like to start by introducing you to Audra Fuest. She is the Business Development Manager at American Stories Travel. Audra, thanks for being here today. Over to you.
Thanks, Lee. Hi, everyone. Thanks so much for joining today. I'm really excited to be here to talk about USA 250. As Lee mentioned, I'm Audra Fuest, Business Development Manager here at American Stories Travel. And before we jump into the agenda, I'd love to just share a quick refresher for anyone who's new to us, or if it's been a little while. American Stories Travel is a US-based destination management company and tour operator. We have over 30 years of experience specializing in 6 destinations. We are in New York City, Washington, D.C., Boston, Philadelphia, Charleston, and Savannah. We were formerly beyond Times Square, just as a little refresher there. Thanks to our trusted network of local experts and partners, we really go beyond those standard tours and itineraries to create authentic, personalized experience that turn into lasting memories and great American stories your clients will be excited to share. So, oops. Agenda, there it is. So what are we covering today? So first we'll talk about USA 250, what it is and why it matters for your clients. Then we'll talk about some relevant events and experiences within all 6 of our destinations, along with how we can work with you to combine those cities for your clients. Then we'll wrap it up with how to move forward, next steps, how to request information, and of course how to book with us. And then finally we'll have some time for Q&A. So let's just jump in. So what is USA 250 all about? In short, it's the semi-quincentennial celebration of our nation's 250th anniversary. It's more than a milestone year. It's really a once-in-a-generation storytelling moment, a chance for travelers to reconnect with the people, the places, and some of the chapters that have shaped this country. All across the country, cities, cultural institutions, historic sites, they've been preparing for this, restoring sites, launching new exhibitions, planning major events, and really creating immersive experiences that invite travelers to step inside of America's story. So what does it all mean for you? Well, those travelers are really craving purpose-driven journeys, and USA 250 gives you an opportunity to design trips that go deeper, offering deeper learning, deeper connection, deeper reflection. These types of trips really resonate with the road scholars, history lovers, lifelong learners, but really anyone who wants more than just sightseeing. Travelers are reimagining what it means to explore this country. They're looking for access, for expertise, and for curated experiences that feel more elevated, more intentional, and more personal. It's really about travelers who want depth, not just lectures, and that's really where our guides shine and where we can come in to partner with you to create those immersive experiences. Now is really the perfect time to start talking about this and start teasing your clients. This year we're seeing longer booking windows, averaging 100 days or even longer in key destinations. So right now people are planning for spring and into summer, which is peak time for many of the USA 250 main events. So with that as kind of a starting point, I'll turn it over to Jolene Plant. She's our company's general manager and an amazing storytelling expert. So Jolene, over to you.
Thanks, Audra. And thank you for everybody joining us today. This is such a special time for us and such an exciting year. So, here's the thing, America, it only turns 250 once. I'm not even going to try to say the quincentennial one. So 250 once. And I think, it's not a marketing gimmick. There's lots of stuff out there, but it really is that genuine once in a lifetime moment. And your clients, everybody's starting to feel that urge. It's being talked about a lot. I think, what makes this a powerful moment for you as advisors is the storytelling aspect. So again, you're not just booking a hotel or a flight, you're creating and weaving together that history, that culture, that food, that local experience into an amazing narrative. And that's your edge, right? That's book it. That's your edge of over the book it yourself crowd. And so when a client stands, where the founder stood, that emotion sticks. They don't forget that. They know that you helped make that happen, and we're here to help you create that once in a lifetime trip for your clients. So now we're going to dive into some of our 6 destinations and what's cool, what's happening, and where can we help support you create these journeys. So New York City is where American history starts, or one of the destinations. It's the nation's first capital. It's where Washington took the oath of office at the Federal Hall. And in 2026, New York City is pulling out all the stops. The tall ships are coming in. They're arriving on July 3rd. They'll be in the city through the 8th, and we've got great tours that will allow your clients to go and see them. Over 30 international ships are going to be passing by the Statue of Liberty. Like, what an iconic way to see the statue. And they're expecting about 6 million visitors to come into the city just to see those ships. The other exciting thing, the Times Square ball drop is going to happen again on July 3rd. And this is the first time outside of New Year's Eve that the ball is going to be dropping. The Macy's Day Parade is 100 years, and it's the 50th anniversary of the July 4th fireworks. And so we've got a bunch of different ready-to-sell experiences, perfect for that timing. So our Best of New York City itinerary, our heritage journeys, and the Celebrate USA itineraries that you can all find on our website all include those private guided tours, luxury transportation, and all their attraction tickets. And of course, don't forget a good Broadway show. Hamilton is a must-see during this time. So whether your clients are looking, maybe they're looking to trace some of their family's immigration stories through Ellis Island and the Tenement Museum, or maybe go see some of this art, food, culture, go deep dive into one of the boroughs. We've got tours and an itinerary for that. And so it's a perfect time to sell New York City through 250. But here's where I think the most exciting thing to go is some of the surrounding areas. And that's really going to turn your New York City trip into that unforgettable journey. The areas surrounding New York City are loaded with history and stories. And so one of the fun facts is about 1/3 of all of the Revolutionary War battles were fought here in the New York State. And so that means every extension for those history buffs, you can carry really the weight of that 250 and that American history. Hudson Valley, for example, is just 45 minutes from Manhattan. You've got the FDR's estate, the West Point, you've got the Rockefeller grounds, Sleepy Hollow up there. It's a great way to add on, an extra day, go and explore, maybe 2 or 3 days to do some circuit routing up there. The other great thing to note, it's one of America's oldest wine regions. And so there's some incredible farm to table dining and vineyards that we work with up there that are a great add-on. You've got Niagara Falls. It's where Old Fort Niagara is. They're hosting a special 250 reenactments this year, and live history storytelling all year long. You've got Long Island, a great day tour out, or 2 or 3 days out. And Long Island's got our wine country. You've got the Hamptons for those clients who are looking for a little bit more luxury. And in the next couple of weeks, we will be launching a new set of Long Island itineraries that you'll be able to find online to really showcase those extra upsell values for your clients. And here's the thing, every extra day means that, at the end of the day means a higher commission for you, but also just that extra experience that your clients are going to thank you for, that they just didn't think about necessarily when coming to New York City. And so we're going to handle all those logistics. We've got the transfers, we've got the expert guides in each of those regions, as well as in each of those different fields, maybe history, wine. If you're looking at hotels, we've got handpicked hotels. So you're not just really selling an upsell, you're selling a deeper story. And so again, that's where you can move from that 5-day city trip into that 7 to 10 American journey within the New York area. So Washington, we've been hearing so much about Washington, and so I'll say it plainly, there's no better place to spend and learn about our history in 2026 than the National Mall. The National Archives are bringing the Declaration of Independence, the Emancipation Proclamation, and the 19th Amendment together in one place. And so to be able to go and see that truly is a once-in-a-lifetime experience for your clients. There's a brand new immersive museum that's opening beneath the Lincoln Memorial in July. And of course, you've got the Smithsonians that are running. They've got different festivals. They've got different things that are running throughout the summer as well. Of course, not just the summer. It may seem last minute at this point, but there's still availability and space. We've got cherry blossom season, so that starts in late March, and it's, you know, it's going to be a bit of a year-long celebration than such a short one that we are used to in the destination, and that's because, you know, they've been bringing in new trees, which is really exciting, and some special 250 programming as well. So if you've got clients who are thinking of traveling or you know, they want to do a short getaway, Washington, especially March, April, is a fantastic way to do that. And again, we've got all of those itineraries online, which are there for you to share with your clients and make it easy to sell. One of the ones that I think is an important one for you to take a look at is our Best of DC package. It really gives clients that private guided luxury transportation. Our culinary DC as well will take clients through Georgetown, a walking tour to U Street, all of those private tours. We've got pedicabs to see the monuments at night. That's one that clients definitely always rave about. But for clients who want a little bit more, maybe they don't want to just stay in the city, you've got Mount Vernon, you've got the Arlington Cemetery, Ambassadors Row. All of those are great additional day tours that we can help provide. And this year, you know, DC's big. It's going to be the biggest storyteller, and it's one that your clients should definitely make sure that they get to this year because it will be so monumental. Hopping north, Boston. There is a reason I say that this is the heart of America's 250 story. I think, you know, it's where it all began, the Boston Massacre, the Tea Parties, Paul Revere's ride. Every chapter of the revolution really starts here in Boston. And in 2026, you know, Boston, the city, is going all out to celebrate. In June, you've got a bunch of different reenactments, especially the Battle of Bunker Hill. So that's going to be probably the largest reenactment that they're going to do in New England. After that, you've got the tall ships that will be coming into Boston as well. So those that will be going into New York, they'll be in the harbor from July 11th. And so pair that with the fireworks on July 4th, which Boston has officially been named 250's firework event. So all of that together is a perfect reason to get into the summer into Boston. And again, here's a great angle for Boston. It is a natural multi-gen destination. So if you got the grandparents, you know, parents, kids, everybody going to Boston is going to be connected by that history. I recommend taking a look at our Best of Boston 5-day experience. That's a great one. It gives your clients the private Freedom Trail, the Tea Party Museum, the after hours of the Old North Church tour, a day out to Plymouth as well. And so a little best of both of all worlds for all generations who are looking to seek that historical experience. In addition, you've got the historic pub crawl. Maybe they need a night out from that along the Freedom Trail for the adults. You've got the Sunset Harbor cruises, or, you know, if clients are looking to do a private Harvard campus tour, we can also help support arrange that. So the range of experiences for Boston, I mean, you're booking the whole family there, and that's, you know, that's a great value for you to add for your clients. I think what's also exciting about Boston is I always call them the out and about extensions. We provide some tours out to Salem. So for those who are looking in the fall time, it is the perfect time. Those book up very, very early. So if you've got clients looking to explore 250, but also get out there for the fall, I'd recommend talking to them about that now. You're going to explore, you know, America's first national historic site out there. The Witch Trail heritage is out there, and the maritime history that really shaped American history. So it's a very powerful day trip or overnight if they're looking to spend some time. One of my favorite places to be is Martha's Vineyard, and so we do have day tours, or if clients are looking to spend an extra couple days out there, it's such a charming place. It's a great, I always say, rest and relaxation to add into Boston. You've got the old gingerbread houses in Oaks Bluff, you know, the fishing villages, you know. Clients can easily spend 1 to 2 nights there, and we can help support with all the transportation if there's specific hotels they're looking for, and really give that private guided experience that's going to give them value and learning about the whole region. Philadelphia. This is a city that's really owning that 250 this year and running with it. Again, little history. This is where the Declaration of Independence was signed, Independence Hall, the Liberty Bell. This is, you know, ground zero for everything that we are celebrating for 2026. So, and I think the city knows it. They're working hard. They've got the Museum of American Revolution is launching their Declarations journey. So it's really tracing how that single document inspired the 100 independence movements around the world. You've got the National Constitution Center. They're opening up a brand new gallery there. And so they've got a ton of things that, you know, you wouldn't necessarily think that Philadelphia will be running. There's some great historical events that are happening and some great cultural events as well throughout the time. I think the fun thing about Philadelphia as well is that it's only about 90 minutes from New York City and 2 hours from DC. So it's really that natural add-on for, you know, those other major destinations. Maybe it's a 2-3 night trip, changing that, you know, what you thought was going to be a 5-night itinerary into that 7-night itinerary. And so I'd recommend take a look at our Discover Philadelphia tour. It's going to take clients to the major attractions, and it's an all-in-one kind of curated day tour. One of the things to keep an eye out for is we will be launching some new Philadelphia itineraries as well, just to give you a little bit more breath of fresh air of what else can be done in Philadelphia. One of the other areas that Philadelphia is really focusing on this year that we're really excited to help support is the sports angle. And so, as many of you I'm sure are aware, FIFA is coming in this year, hosting a ton of matches here in the Northeast. And so the FIFA World Cup will be hosting one of the events in Philadelphia. But in addition to that this year, there's also some other fun things. The MLB All-Star Game will be in Philadelphia, as well as the PGA Championship. So if you've got any sports fans, sports clients out there, maybe they wouldn't have thought to go to Philadelphia, but they can really combine some of those iconic events, you know, with a history trip as well. And so, you know, you can book them for the game and extend for some history, and everybody wins that way. But again, I think Philadelphia is it's really that natural upsell for the East Coast, and position it as that must-add stop for that NYC or DC itinerary for 2026. And again, keep an eye in the next couple weeks for some exciting new product from us in the area. So Savannah and Charleston, we'll take a little trip more down south for now. These two cities, you know, people associate with the charm and the food and Southern hospitality. But what you might not know is both played a critical role in American history and the Revolution. So Charleston has been named the leading city for USA 250 celebrations, with a bunch of different reenactments and heritage days throughout 2026. And Savannah, if you know, it was the first major Southern city captured by the British in 1778. And so there's a bunch of different revolutionary battles that will be reenacted, but I'm not going to take any of that major history stuff away from the guides. That is our what our guides do best, is to teach all of that. And so again, these are those stories that maybe your clients have never heard of or never thought to go down and listen to, that will give you such an incredible selling angle when talking about these two destinations. In Charleston, we've got our 5-day history experience. That's a great one to start out with and showcase to your clients if they're thinking of traveling. We've got private carriage rides, different walking tours, plantation tours, ghost tours. And in Savannah, we've got our multi-day history experience as well. Lots of different private guided walking through tours through the 22 historic squares. You've got the Bonaventure Cemetery, and of course, matching that with some cooking classes to get the feel of the local is a perfect way to experience the destination. So I think, you know, these are great destinations that, again, clients might not have thought about to experience some of America 250 history. And so it's a perfect contrast, right, for the Northeast. Maybe you've got a client that wants to do Boston and Philadelphia or Washington together. Either you can extend it if they're coming out this way, or maybe it's a great opportunity and it's a contrast itself that they can go to both and experience a different, you know, angle or a different way to see American history this year. So here's, I always say, the math of the business. This is where it gets exciting, at least for myself. I think, you know, when we talk about 250, USA 250, it's, as you can see, it's not a single city event. It's a story that stretches across from Boston to Savannah. And I think that means that multi-city itineraries is really where the real revenue lies and the best experience for your clients. So think about it, you know, if you've got, instead of a client just booking 3 nights in one city, now we can build that 8, 10, 12 night journey to follow the arc of American history. So taking the Founding Fathers Trail, you know, build an itinerary around the Founding Fathers Trail, takes clients, you know, maybe from New York to Philly to DC, you know, experience the Declaration to the inauguration kind of in one whole trip, where you've got Boston plus New York, which is perfect for those multi-gen families who want the Freedom Trail and maybe go and experience Ellis Island together and really wrap up that history, not only of the country, but also maybe of their family as well. Or you could go big. Do the north meets the south, New York down to Charleston and Savannah. It's really going to give you that full contrast of the northern chapters and the southern chapters. And I think, you know, that's the best part. That's what we're here to help support you with. We operate in all 6 of these destinations. So we are your one-stop, one partner, one phone call. We will handle all of the logistics in between. From the transfers to the hotels if you need support there, and to the guides in every city, you know, making sure that they understand your clients' needs, what they're interested in. We're going to pick the right private guide for your client's experience. Everybody has a different chapter that they want to write and a different history that they're looking to make as well. And so being able to have that seamless journey throughout is so important. And I think, you know, the advisors who are thinking multi-city this year, that's going to be a great return for yourselves. So I'll say homework. It's never homework, but I promise if it is, it's the fun kind. I think, first, how can we help you sell these journeys to your clients? Our marketing team is working very quickly behind the scenes to produce some usable content for you to share on your networks. So 250, hands down, we will help you have content throughout the year that you can share on your social medias. And so you don't have to make anything up. We'll work on some posts for you, share some spotlights, some did you know facts. I think the other thing, Brand USA and America 250, they're spending millions right now on awareness. And so, tag America 250 or share your USA 250 story. That's all organic. You're riding the wave already when you start to use that to showcase this to your clients. Your follower, they're going to start to see that. They're going to start thinking of that domestic travel and really that once in a lifetime moment to be standing and walking through some of that historic stuff. If you've got repeat clients, think about maybe the ones who have traveled to Europe or Asia with you. Maybe they haven't had a real need to explore the US, but now's that time. Maybe one, email, one phone call, hey, it's America's 250 birthday and I've got something incredible to show with you. Take our assets, use our brochures, help them see the itineraries on the official website. We're here to help support that. Maybe match them with the right route. If you've got that multi-gen, share that different founding fathers trails from Boston to New York. If you've got a couple, maybe the Charleston Savannah escapes are the right itineraries for them. Or of course, those history lovers, anything Boston down to DC is perfect for them. So let us support you. Let us help you get out there, showcase what our areas have to offer for 250. It is such a perfect time to showcase our country, showcase what is in our backyard, and listen to the stories. And of course, those amazing experiences are what's really going to help you shine as an agent and create that repeat business for you. So we're here to help support. I am so excited. Thank you for joining and listening to myself today, and I'll pass it back to Audra.
Thanks, Jolene. Amazing. So how to get started. So first things first, definitely get registered with us. You can head to americanstoriestravel.com/passion, or you can scan this QR code that you see on the slide. That will take you straight to our travel advisor portal. Once you're there and you're registered, you'll have access to all of the itineraries that Jolene mentioned for USA 250, along with our full catalog of experiences all throughout our destinations. You'll also find some helpful marketing materials, assets, photos for social media, and some downloadable brochures as well that you can easily share with your clients. Then when you're ready to get started on your client's itinerary to celebrate USA 250 or otherwise, you can just submit a lead directly to me or email sales@ameristories.com or submit it right through the travel advisor portal. And we'll have that on the last slide. You'll see those email addresses as well. Just be sure that when you do send it over a lead, you include as much detail as possible, but as much as you have. Travel dates, of course, are important. Destination is important, of course. Number of guests and ages, must-dos, interests, hotel needs, budget. As much as you have to get started would be great. But if you don't have everything, we can help you brainstorm and help you come up with the perfect itinerary. That just helps us get started a little bit more quickly and create that perfect proposal. So once that lead is submitted, we'll get you over to one of our experienced designers. They are the expert storytellers, and they'll reach out to you within 24 to 72 hours to review the details, do any brainstorming with you, and really work with you to create that personalized proposal and that story for your clients. So once everything's finalized, your clients are ready to move forward, and the booking is confirmed and payment is made, your experienced designer will confirm all the details, ensure everything's booked and tailored to your client's preferences according to that proposal. Then you'll receive that final itinerary ready to share with your clients. From there, they will head out and enjoy their travel story with access to our 24/7 support line while they're on the ground. And then you'll receive your commission 30 days after travel. So we want to make it super simple, super seamless for both you and for your clients. So again, we're looking forward to creating those experiences, those stories for your clients this spring, this summer, beyond. As Lee mentioned, you'll get a link to this webinar, as well as a link to the Travel Advisor portal. We're also working on a landing page specifically for USA 250. So that's coming out. You'll get that as well. In the meantime, if you have any questions or need anything at all, you can reach out to us. We're here to support you in whatever you need. Simple questions are welcome, or just a hello is always good to see. So with that, thank you all for joining, and now we can open it up for questions.
Okay, well, thank you both so much. That was terrific, and we have got quite a few questions here. So I think I'll start with some transportation questions. The first one is, do you handle transportation for the multi-city tours?
We can, yes. So we definitely have transportation between the tours if they want it private guided, maybe train. We can help with any train tickets. The only thing that we wouldn't be able to help with is flights.
Okay, train was my next question. And so I guess the answer is yes. The question was, can you arrange Amtrak between the cities?
We can.
All right, thank you very much. And then talking about cities, there is a question here about whether you might expand out to Williamsburg, Jamestown, Yorktown, some of those surrounding areas in DC.
Yeah, absolutely. If clients are looking to go to those areas, we can absolutely work with you to create, a day tour for that. No problem at all.
Okay, excellent. So the experiences that you talked about today, do you think that any of these would also be available in 2027 for those who maybe want to do it but just can't do it this year?
Yeah, absolutely. So our official itineraries online or what you receive in our newsletters, those are all can be done at any time, weather permitting, or some of those activities may not run through specific times of years. It's really for 250. This is those extra experiences. So something like the boats coming in that way, that's going to be something different. But for anything that's online, you can use those to sell for 2027 as well.
Okay. So there's a question. I know this might be a tough one, but it's what your recommendation would be for how many days / nights you'd recommend to, if you wanted to take in some or all of this.
Yeah, that's a great question. I think it'll depend on the city that you're going to, but I would say in general, you can spend a good 5 days, 5 to 7 days in a lot of the major cities if the clients are looking to do some of those day trips out. I think, one of the things in these cities too is giving clients some space to just relax and enjoy some of their surroundings too. So you never want it too jam-packed. But I always say, 5 to 7 days is going to give your clients a great experience, really dive into some of the areas or the tours that they might not have thought about when coming to New York or Washington. Specifically with New York, getting out to Long Island and seeing the Gilded Age mansions, learning about where, the Great Gatsby, looking across the Sound, like those you might not have thought about when coming to New York, but it's going to just really enrich your clients' time here. And that's those are the experiences that they're going to bring home and really talk about.
Sounds amazing. Thank you. There was a question here. I think just general question about American Stories travel. Can you arrange wedding experiences for groups, or perhaps combine those in with, I guess we're talking about a destination wedding here, or perhaps we're talking about, things for wedding guests to do while they're in town?
Great question. We don't specialize in the organizing of weddings, so I won't say that that's something that we will support with. But if clients, maybe in that group, they've got pre and post wedding that they're looking to do. A couple of them want to do specific day tours or something like that. We can absolutely help with that. So I think, as Audra said, the more information we know about what your client is looking for, bring it to us. And if we're not the right fit, we'll let you know, but we'll do our best to help support with whatever your clients are looking for.
Okay, good. Thanks. We have a couple of people wondering if you have any plans to expand out west or beyond the Southeast.
We are looking, yes, absolutely. It is in our plans. I won't say anything of specifics yet, but absolutely. I think, many of you have known us from beyond Times Square, and as we've come and rebranded mid last year into American Stories, we're excited for that. We're excited to expand our footprint. And so while I don't have a destination right now to share, that is our intent for this year, is to see where do we create our next chapter and where does our story expand. So more to come. The answer is yes.
Okay. All right. We like it. We like it. The travel agent portal, I know we've got the QR code there, but for advisors who don't want to look at it on their telephone, is it easily accessible from the website?
Absolutely, yeah. So if you go on to the American Stories travel website, right on the top right-hand side, I believe, Audra, hold me accountable to that, but on the right-hand side, there's an area for travel agent portal. You can go onto that and access it through there.
Good. All right. Well, I think we've done it. I think we've answered all of the questions that came up. And so we have someone who just said that she just signed up and is just waiting for approval and thought it was very easy to do. So that's great. Love to hear that feedback. But I think we'll stop there and I'll turn it back to the two of you for closing comments.
Great, thank you. Again, thank you everybody for taking the time today. We are here to support you again, so don't be shy, reach out. We're happy to help you and to help with whatever you might need for your clients and beyond.
Wonderful. Well, thank you all so very much. We will get the follow-up email out with some resources for all of you, links to the website as well as this replay. So we appreciate all of you giving us a bit of your time today. And with that, we'll wish you all a great day and conclude the webinar. Goodbye, everybody.
Thank you.